Julius Randle is eligible for an extension today. I broke down. Okay. Julius Randle. Now, a player like Julius Randle, let's have a look at Julius Randle because a player with a very interesting career he's had. Because I think of Julius Randle, and I really don't know if he's good or not. If I'm being honest, I really don't know if this kid's good or not because he has good seasons and he has bad seasons. You know? I think he was at the Lakers before. He's had a very interesting career. Let's get his stats up. Okay. Okay. Per game. Okay. So yeah, joined the NBA, joined the Lakers, was at the Lakers for 4 years. Then was at the Pelicans. I didn't know he played for the Pelicans. Was at the Pelicans for a season, or was at the Pelicans for a season, and then joined New York. Now, when he joined New York, he's a good scorer. The thing is, he's a decent little scorer when he wants to be. But what I think really kills him is that he can't shoot the three. Can he though? I'm looking at 2020. He was in his, yeah, I remember that season. Yeah, in his bag, one most improved player. That was really a great season for him. He averaged a double double. 24 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. That's a great season for a player like Julius Randle. Wins most improved player, eighth in MVP ranking. Very interesting. And is an all-star that season also. Very interesting. Yeah, but that was a good season for Julius Randle and was his career high in terms of minutes played as well, per game. But then we go down to, the season after where he's shooting 30% from three. Still, defensively quite solid from what he looks like. Um, you know, Not as good as the last season when he was most improved player, of course not. He took a bit of a dip. But, shooting in the NBA, when you're a player that's going to be playing 35 minutes per game, you're being looked to by the New York Knicks on offense. You're being consistently looked to. You can't be averaging anything less than 35% per season, to be honest. And he's never done that apart from one season, really. And for a lot of his career, apart from his first season, where he didn't really play, apart from his first season, he's been a pretty major player in terms of minutes played, and he's never really got above that apart from the one season when he won most improved. You need to be averaging the 36, 37, ideally 38% from three per game, 38% from three, for the season. If you're going to be, anything, if you're going to be a significant player at this level, and you're going to be looked to on offense, defensively he's fine because we know Julius Randle, he's a physical presence. He's going to be grabbing them rebounds. How big is he? He's 6'8", 250. He's a big dude. He's a big dude and he can get those rebounds. As we see, even for his career, he's averaged 24 points, 9 rebounds. That's pretty good. More than pretty good. That's very good. He was a 7th overall pick. That's a very good career he's had. Oh no, that's not his career. That's last season. For his career, he's averaged, still 19 points, 9 rebounds. Even that's pretty good. That's, again, more than pretty good. That's a career most players would die for. But I think Julius Randle, he's eligible for the extension. I assume the Knicks will want to extend him, but bro, you've got to do something about that 3-point shooting because last season he shot 31% from three. For me, if I'm the GM, I'm looking at them. I'm like, We're giving this guy 35 minutes per game, and he can't knock down the three. At even an average rate, he's a below average 3-point shooter. He's a below average 3-point shooter. And we look at his, career. I don't think they've got, for his career, he's 33% from three. That's not good enough. I know, to be fair, he started his career in 2014, but 2014 was still the 3-point shooting era. It's not like he's from 2006, 2007, where even in college you weren't really shooting threes like that. He came to the league 2014, so they're shooting threes. So there's no excuse for me, if you're asking me. But let's see what Julius Randle will get in the extension. Do you think he'll stay at New York? Do you think they'll offer him? They won't offer him the max. I don't think they've got the money to offer him the max. But let's see what the Knicks would offer him. What would you offer him? I'm thinking, he's a guy who can't really knock down threes, but defensively probably quite a good presence, and even without the threes, is still averaging nearly 20. That's what we're saying. He's still averaging over 20 points a game. So I'm thinking maybe a 4-year 135, 140 maybe. 4 years 140 mil is what I'm thinking. But I don't know what New York's salary cap is looking like. I don't know if that's doable for them. I've got no idea. But I'd be very interested to find out what the New York Knicks do with Julius Randle, because he's an interesting commodity as a player. Like I say, a player who can get a bucket, does his job on defense, but isn't amazing in terms of being a sniper. And 3-point is where the league's, we would say it's where the league's heading. The league's headed there. It's done. You need to be able to shoot threes. So let's see what happens.